Gusto na kayo kamarano. Nakakanda yun. Kaya kita duwa. Basta ba?
Di matasakit yung na pag nakikadwa, nagbiyok na kaya nga pag nakikadwa, kaya pag nakiasawa. Kitaan niyo yung pag nakiasawa niya. Ang kanina, hindi umuna natin bilid na ako Diyos nga ko. Handa maki asawa na kita Israelitas ka nagiging nagiging ay pagano, kita'y tuwakan na namati. Namin, yung nakiasawa na yung chay, pa nagkay asawa na, gusto sinulin ko yung siya ng matanyada, tapos ma-weekend, ano niya yung natili ko na bapakapsultan, di pa umati na. Gaputa, gaputi ayat da, nalagay mo sa din asawa ko ito, handa ko yung ayat doon, kung na yung pali, di nakadwanan na mapalagi, kapapanan na ng pagdaydayawan, nga pagsaksak di visual kaligay ang daydayo kalig sir anak pero ito na nalalagat sa pagpatan niya kung ano naman yung dali man yung asawa kaya pumatel kaya ayat kaya na lalaki kaya wala na yung asawa na pag-usap ng daan ito naman dahil pag nakikompromiso ng kasyayan handa ka mga sana ito naman ay ako yun sila nagiging Israelitas na hindi mura pa yung ari sa lumon nakade nakasiliban na ari ito na ituyod na hindi asawa na nga magdaydayan pa nagiging ito katay niya itinagibatayan ni ako yun ni Pagkulatoy na ibatala na nahaan tayo na kapwa jadi nama relasyon na yan unod na relasyon haan na dahil panakilangan langan haan nga dahil kaya panakilangan langan kadagiti haan na namati kaya ng lawan kapag kada tayo ti silaw na tayo ti asin kadaghan tayo nakilangan langan kadakwada di tayo kay pastor kami na picture sa'yo sa bali tayo sila nagigyan kapag nagigyan pa Jesus mas kada pwede nga nung hinpil kami so sana kapay katulungan haan kasyay Notikit din tayo, pakilangan lang tayo, makikayang tayo kanakwata, tapno ti kasta, doon maawas tayo, namahaan tayo, ipag nakikayang tayo, akahan tayo ng aramidan, na dyan ay hubungan ng aramidan ba? Tanong, no, aramidan tayo, haan tayo na nagbalik maasin, dan sila kanakwata, yan, na tayo din ay kuyuda. Ipakita tayo, kasi asino tayo, pagtakdaran tayo, pagmati tayo, uray, dibusan da kan tayo, testimonyo ni Pastor, hindi namin sangay na hindi nagtatay sa salakan na pagbinig sa bayan ni Ara. Nung handa rin tulog, na tayo pagmati na, na naisugot na tagwada, nagigit nagtakdaran na, tulad po iti dayjay, nirespeto da, dayjay na pagmati na, kasi tayo sa nga makikadwa tayo kasi, makikayang tayo, makikalaman tayo, panakwada, kung ang-inom dati araw ng ato, yung halakan natin po, ipagkitab, dahil ipagkitab ang kadakwada, kasi nakadakaliman din, suro-suro kami niya, talaga napilitan na kami, ako mapagkita ikaw, makisala kami, nung mga palabalin, pilitan na kami, ano pa ating panglapanglit ka, pagtakdaran mo talaga na naman siya kasi ako pagtakdaran ito na bumayang bayan makita lang ito siya sino ka respectful ka na tapamati
Wala na pasikyaw yung kasalanan eh.
nakasalanan ko na hindi ba ipaputos mo ko rin kasalanan tulungan ng nagtuyo yung gabangan ko sinubukay na kami mo padasin nyo kasi hindi ko matiara gabi yung pinakalas kaya sigarilyo, hindi maklaon. Ay, kaya. Yung gano'n kan, ito naman nagbalikan na kagabo ni Ara. Kasi yan ibaso, sa pagtitit na tunaw. Inali, tulungan din mo kukutan ng sikan, inagunan na kantilao.
Alright, well, I'm sorry, but my batteries died about halfway through that church service. And Pastor Dangley actually had more of the service after that. She was kind of the main speaker for the second half of the service. And her part of the service was actually kind of mostly in Tagalog, but a little bit in English. So I really wish I recorded that, but the batteries died. I didn't have any more. Her sermon was about how in John 21:15, I took some notes in my Tagalog dictionary, Jesus said to Peter, "Do you love me?" 3 times. And Peter said, "Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you. Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you." And Jesus said, feed my lambs. Feed my sheep, feed my lambs. And of course, Jesus was saying that to Peter right after Peter had decided to go back to fishing, basically. Him and the other apostles weren't sure what to do, but Jesus had resurrected, but he wasn't establishing a kingdom on earth like they had hoped for. So what next? So Peter went back to fishing, and then just as Peter had denied Jesus 3 times, Jesus asked Peter, "Do you love me?" 3 times. And we could also get to the first 2 times Jesus used agape. Peter answered with phileo. The 3rd time Jesus asked him in phileo. Agape being God's limitless love, phileo being brotherly love. But without getting into all that, I believe Peter was basically thinking about just going back to being a fisherman because he wasn't really sure what to do next. And Jesus reminded him, if you love me, you will feed my sheep. You will feed my lambs. And then Pastor Danley's sermon moved on to Acts chapter 2, verses 38 and 42, where Peter preached to the people after the Holy Spirit fell on the day of Pentecost, and the healing at the beautiful gate in Acts chapter 3. Now, Peter had just gone back to fishing. That never would have happened. So that was most of the rest of her sermon. And after the sermon, I went back to the Lizland Rainforest Resort, and then packed up and went back to Emily's house, and her brother helped me get from their place to a gas station where we could catch a bus in the middle of the night back to Manila. And after about 6 hours waiting in Manila airport, I got on a plane back to South Korea. So sorry the batteries died, but on the small towns I couldn't find any new batteries, and a lot of those batteries were actually past their sell-by date. They were really expired batteries, so oh well. Alright, now I'm on the bus back to Buyo, and that hill over there has a tarp to hold the dirt down, and so do these over here. I think that's why those mountains in the Philippines had the landslides and they don't here. Because here in South Korea, when they dig through it and make the land bare, they put these big tarps to hold the dirt down until trees and shrubs grow back to hold it in place. Then again, those mountains in the Philippines might have been geologically younger to just be naturally eroding more material too. I don't know.